Hello, greetings everyone. My name is Undi Gunawan, and along with my co-authors Velia Srinagar, Julie Hidayat, and Teresia Hana Sanjaya, we are all coming from Universitas Pelita Harapan Faculty of Design, Tangerang, Indonesia. We are here today to present our research. Our backgrounds are in architecture and interior design. The title of our study is Moving Pieces, a study of inclusive design principles in jazz museum exhibition spaces. This research uses a specific case study, the Sekolah Catur Utut Adianto, or SCUA Jazz Museum in Bekasi, Indonesia. To start, let's discuss why this research is important. Museums are far more than just repositories for artifacts. They are, as formally defined by the International Council of Museums, as a non-profit permanent institution in the service of the society. This definition emphasizes their commitment to being open to the public, accessible, and inclusive. This commitment is critical because it means actively working to remove barriers that have historically prevented people from participating in cultural heritage. Our research is grounded in the idea that museums have a vital social role and are in the process of evolving to become institutions that bring about social change. This includes focusing on cultural inclusion for the marginalized group, acting as agent of social regeneration to improve the quality of life, and serving as vehicles for social change by providing platforms for debate and education. Ultimately, our work is a deep dive into this commitment. We believe that by ensuring every individual can access, experience, and contribute to cultural space, museums can truly become catalysts for positive change. Our study uses Sekolah Catur Utut Adianto Jazz Museum in Bekasi, Indonesia. We found this museum particularly interesting because it embodies the rich metaphor of jazz itself. Jazz as a profound symbolic power, its pieces and their movements reflect human experience and social order, and it has been long used in philosophical discussions about topics like free will and conflicts. The game also holds deep historical and cultural side. Building on the preceding discussion, this research aims to address the following key questions. How do specific interior design elements, including proportion, scale, layout, lighting, texture, and color, contribute to creating an inclusive and accessible experience for all visitors at the Jazz Museum? In what ways can inclusive design principles be applied to enhance visitor engagement with and comprehension of the exhibition materials displayed within the Jazz Museum? To answer that question, we concluded a structured, multi-stage study. Our work is theoretically grounded in contemporary frameworks of socially inclusive museums and inclusive learning design. We built on the work of scholars like Sandel, Coleman, and Håkansson, positioning our analysis within a broader context of museum activism and social responsibility. Our data collection was a multifaceted process. It included qualitative spatial analysis and a visitor experience assessment, which involves schematic observation of visitor interactions, detailed field notes, interviews with staff and visitors, and survey. We gathered rich insight by looking closely at how people moved, interacted, and reacted to the environment. Ultimately, our focus was on specific design elements to understand their direct impact on inclusivity. This research predominantly observed the interior space of the Jazz Museum at Sekolah Catur Utut Adianto. The interior space of this Jazz Museum features zones such as the introduction zones, history zones, Indonesian chess zone, chess titles and championship zone, fact and chess uniqueness zone, children's zone, and photo booth and wishing spot, as well as the outdoor area. Our findings reveal some consistent challenges, particularly in the main exhibition spaces. The introduction, history, and Indonesian chess zones all heavily rely on wall-mounted text-heavy display. This design forces visitors to stand for long periods, which can lead to physical fatigue from the elderly people or people with mobility issues. A significant economic oversight in this area is the near total absence of seating or rest area. Similarly, in the chess title and championship zone, the fixed height of the digital screens is not universally accessible. This focus on standing and static displays create physical barriers, making it difficult for many people to engage comfortably or for the extended period of time. The interactive zones, while well-intentioned, also presented a number of accessibility issues. In the fact and uniqueness zone, the low-level display forced visitors into awkward bending or kneeling postures to view the contents. As you can see from our observations, people are literally kneeling on the floor to look at exhibitions. This is a major economic barrier. The children's zone also has its own challenges. While the floor seating is great for kids, it actively excludes many adults, and the use of VR, virtual reality technology, while modern, introduces new problems like sensory overload, motion sickness, and physical exclusivity for people who can't use the headset or controllers. We also observe significant inconsistencies in the photo booth and wishing spot zones. The floor level seating here creates the same mobility barriers we saw in the children's zone, effectively excluding many visitors. The dark ambience also creates visibility issues for people with low visions. Finally, the outdoor giant chess area. While a very dynamic area, is built on natural grass. This makes it fundamentally accessible for wheelchair users or people with walkers or those with balance issues. It lacks any dedicated accessible pathways or universal seating, which is a crucial design failure for a space intended for public use. To summarize, we found a recurring pattern of design choices that inadvertently create barriers for visitors. We can categorize this into four main areas: physical barriers, such as lacking of seating and fixed display heights; sensory barriers, including heavy reliance on visual information without tactile or audio alternatives; cognitive barriers, such as overly dense text and a lack of valid learning formats; and finally, social barriers, when the focus on elite players and specific types of interaction can alienate casual visitors or newcomers. It is a clear illustration on how design can unintentionally create exclusivity. Our research highlights a crucial point that we call inclusivity paradox. While the museum intentions are clearly good, a meta-analysis of the zones reveals a recurring pattern of design choices that undermine universal accessibility. The museum frequently struggles in prioritizing between a dynamic aesthetic and a passive visual dominant mode of information consumption, which often comes at the expense of accommodating the diverse physical, sensory, and cognitive needs of each visitor. The true power of the chess metaphor, this dialogue between black and white is lost. When the physical design itself creates a fragmented experience where not everyone can participate fully. It is a critical example of the gap between design intention and its practical execution. In conclusion, our study underscores that successful inclusive design demands a proactive and integrated approach. It must go beyond mere aesthetics. While the Chess Museum shows a strong commitment to showcasing chess heritage, our analysis reveals persistent ergonomics and inclusivity challenges that are common across many cultural institutions. A truly inclusive design requires meticulous consideration of diverse needs. It means ensuring comfortable and dignified access for all mobilities. By moving beyond fixed height displays and a reliance on a standing, it means prioritizing multisensory information delivery, not just visual text, to cater to diverse sensory and cognitive abilities. Ultimately, the metaphorical power of chess in us is only realized when the museum's design actively dismantles barriers and invites every single visitor to move their pieces on the board of discovery. This research was made possible to the generous support and funding provided by Universitas Pelita Harapan. We extended our sincere gratitude to Sekolah Catur Utut Adianto and Museum Catur Indonesia for serving as the host institution and invaluable research case study, providing access to their exhibition spaces and facilitating our observations. Thank you.